And really, that's why we get this focus of rejoicing and joy to these people, because Paul is reminding them, hey, even in prison, I can say that I have joy, that I'm rejoicing in God, and you can do the same even when you face hard things in the city that you find yourself in. Another overarching theme is that Christians need to be continually making progress or moving forward. Paul is constantly calling people not to be stuck. He says, you have converted, you have are a follower of Jesus, a follower of Christ, but there is work to be done, and that you have growth ahead of you, and that's an important thing. That's important for you and I today as well, right? That we don't get stuck or complacent in our faith, but that God is continually drawing us forward and making us more like him. Another overarching theme that Paul discusses is that suffering will come, but through faith, it can be met with joy. And this is perhaps why I was so drawn to studying this book on the Choosing Cheer podcast, because here on the podcast, we talk about week after week the theme verse of John 16:33, where Jesus tells his disciples, in this world, you will have trouble, but be of good cheer. I have overcome the world. And we see this in Paul's life lived out in this book and in the lives of the church people that he is writing to, that suffering is going to have a presence in the life of the believers, but that doesn't mean that joy has to be absent. I love in a book where he's talking so much about suffering and persecution and hurt that it's also considered to be one of the main books about joy in the scriptures. So it's such a reminder to us that those things can coexist, and how they do that is what we're going to unpack a bit together in our study. The last overarching theme that Paul, there's many more. I just had to pick a few for us today, but the last one on my list is that prayer is crucial to maintaining a joyful Christian life. And we do talk about that a lot here on the podcast, because we do believe it is so important